Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but also I believe in merging online communities one way or another, inviting people. Look, I've invited a couple of people here. It's just they never really showed up, and I do believe that it would be important to bring people together from other places and synthesize the different topics because there's so much fractionalization have been happening online. I do
All
believe we
right. Well, I
need.
guess on that note, I'm actually about to go work out at the gym with my friend.
Okay. It's still important that you're doing it, and I believe in the future we can also synthesize our communities, and I can bring people in once we have some topics as well, because I already kind of like promoted this group to some of my friends that really love these kind of deep conversations. It's just a matter of understanding maybe like the intention behind it and rewriting like a set of topics for the next six weeks or so. So maybe we can do it.
Yeah. Like have like a syllabus or
Mm-hmm.
like an itinerary.
Yeah. So that people can select which topics that they like to join in, and they kind of like already have this mental note on which Thursdays or maybe every Thursday they
Yeah.
still would be curious to show up. Okay.
Yeah. When we started, we had like a list of 3 or 4 topics, and we had everyone vote, and whichever one got the
Cool.
most votes, that's what we would talk about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um,
But that's natural.
no,
It's
that's
a
a good
natural
idea.
cycle, that people come and go, and then they will come back again when they miss it. And new people always
Yeah.
join in, and new topics always emerge. It's nice to reiterate old topics as well, and see how when we do record these things, how these recording will also the recordings and the conversations will shift based on the group of people that will show up in these places. So maybe we can like even post, and eventually we can post these like podcasts as in like 1 year and then second year edition, and how these topics have shifted. You know Maybe we can just reiterate the same topics they already had, if some people would be interested in joining and still sharing their opinions on them. I'm here to support you,
Yeah.
Sean. Thank you so much for holding the space. I really hope that I can still stay awake at other iterations and keep coming back.
I mean, it means a lot because it does feel futile sometimes. But yeah, the one thing that's been hard about keeping it going is that like we really intentionally tried to have like obviously not too many like big news events. Like we try to have like wholesome, substantive like basically like so much of the news topics is like junk food. It's like eating like
Yeah.
Cheetos or potato chips and candy, but like we try to like serve up like vegetables and steak and like good healthy topics. But that's harder to do than it is to just order pizza. you know.
Totally. But healthy food is good for us all. It's better for humanity. So let's do it. I do see these like spaces like daily showing up in obvious topics on Twitter, and it doesn't mean that it's like a healthy place to be. It really always depends on the people who lead it, right? Who are moderators of the space, and the kind of people that are gravitating towards them. So
Yeah. I mean, almost always it's like people complaining about something. That's just what I've found. It's like it's not really talking about super important stuff, or like just not super impactful stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Something to think about.
yeah. Wow, what are those sounds, Sean?
Whoa. I'm at the gym with my buddy.
Oh, that's the gym. It's the gym sounds. Okay. Sounds like
Yeah.
shots or something. Okay, guys, thank you
No,
so
yeah,
much
he's
for
dribbling the
showing
basketball.
up. Showing up here is really does matter. I am happy to see you both.
Woohoo!
Likewise.
Well, yeah. If you if you think of any topics that are good to talk about, just jot them down and send them over.
I'll put them. I'll put
need-
them in a group, or should I send them to you directly? How do you prefer it?
Either or, it doesn't matter. Whichever's easiest.
Okay,
Whichever one shows up first on your Telegram.
cool. All right, Sean. I will. I will. I'm not saying it lightly. I will do that.
Sweet. All right. Well, hopefully you can get to bed timely.
I will, now that I found you here, and I feel like I can close my computer and go actually to bed. I will. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your time. Bye. See you.
All right. See you later.